Hello. The gentleman you see below me there, down there, his name is Kiryowa Kiwanuka. He's the new Attorney General of Uganda, 46 years old. He owns a law firm known as K&K Advocates. One would say it's one of the top firms in the country. Now, recently Museveni said that he's going to start hiring children of the rich as well as children of the veterans to start running the country because they are, quote, incorruptible. Now, I was asking myself, is really Kiryowa Kiwanuka a child of one of the veterans, number one? Is he among, a child of whatever, a son of a rich person? Not really. His father was killed during Idi Amin's regime. His father was Jolly Joe Kiwanuka. He was killed during the Amin regime. He's highly educated, but I wouldn't say that he's one of the best in his area of study. Now, when he selected Kiryowa Kiwanuka as the Attorney General, most Baganda said, "Oh, we have a Muganda in the cabinet. He's the Attorney General." After William Yaruhanga and the others that have come before this gentleman known as Kiryowa Kiwanuka of K&K Advocates. Some of you might be wondering, oh, this is really good, but you have not been paying attention. You should also understand K&K Advocates have also been in most of Museveni's cases of election petitions. Whenever he was petitioning against Amama Mbabazi 2016, as well as Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu of recent. Now, as you may all understand, that the gentleman runs a law firm called K&K. But what does K&K stand for? Well, I was here thinking maybe it stands for Kiryowa and Kiwanuka Advocates, right? Meaning K&K, those are his two names. Now, before I go to what K&K means, let's first see his appointment, and then I'll come back to the K&K because it's really, really juicy. Kiryowa Kiwanuka appointed as Attorney General in the new cabinet. That's the gentleman. Celebrated city lawyer Kiryowa Kiwanuka has been appointed as the new Attorney General in the latest cabinet, announced on the 8th of June. Attorney General of Uganda is the principal legal advisor to the government of Uganda. The office of the Attorney General is the cabinet-level government position in the country. Kiwanuka takes over from William Yaruhanga, who held the position from 2016. He will be deputized by Jackson Kafuzi, who was retained in the same position in the current cabinet reshuffle. Kiryowa Kiwanuka is one of the founding partners of the K&K Advocates, one of the best-known law firms. Quote, one of the best-known law firms in the country. Why is it so known? As an accomplished litigation lawyer in Uganda, he has successfully represented clients in many of the country's landmark commercial disputes and heads the firm's dispute resolution department. He's also known to be one of Museveni's trusted lawyers and has been part of Museveni's teams on a number of court cases. He was part of the team in 2016, distinguished in 2015. He is also the chairman of Express. But why would this Nile post leave out a very, very important aspect? Who is the other partner in K&K Advocates? Does really K&K stand for Kiryowa Kiwanuka Advocates? Let us find out. The best way to find out, let us visit his website and see K&K. Now, this is their website, K&K Advocates. For the other issues, I don't think I'm very... Okay, about. What is it about? Okay. Oh, I see these three gentlemen. I think these are the real partners, the ones that own the farm. Okay. I see some familiar faces here. Oh, okay. Now let us go to the team. All right, here is the team committed to serve. Now this is Kiryowa Kiwanuka is a partner. Edwin Karugire is a partner. Peter Kauma is a partner. Okay. Now Thomas Ochaya, associate partner. Paul Katuramu, associate partner. Yeah, which is fine. These ones are senior associates. Yeah, those ones won't interest me, but I'm interested in this. Now, this is the point of concern. This gentleman is known as Edwin Karugire. Now, for those of you who do not know, Edwin Karugire is a son-in-law to Museveni, because Edwin married Museveni's daughter. Now, isn't that a conflict of interest? Number one. Should we believe that it is Edwin Karugire that is being appointed as the Attorney General rather than Kiryowa Kiwanuka? Should we believe that K&K stands for Kiryowa and Karugire Company Advocates? Because according to the records, they show that these guys changed the name of the law firm in 2001 from Kiryowa and Karugire Company Advocates to K&K Advocates. That is after Karugire and Karugire, I think, was seeing the president's daughter. Now, we all know that Kiryowa Kiwanuka has been known around the legal circles for being provocative and influencing court decisions. That's what they, according to Mulengera, I think there's some news article here I was reading that said that just let me get you this article, that he backs at people, he influences judges and courts and all this kind of stuff. So where does the Attorney General get all that power to influence people? According to some news site that wrote it. Now, Mr. Kiryowa Kiwanuka is not the Attorney General. The real Attorney General in waiting is Edwin Karugire. And these people have been strategic in how they are presenting and promoting K&K Advocates as well as Kiryowa Kiwanuka. Because we all say, oh, Kiryowa Kiwanuka is a Muganda. Boss, he only serves the interest of Museveni and the first family. Funny, he thinks that maybe his name is also Karugire somewhat, and that is why he does the things he does. Now, in terms of competence, I wouldn't say that these guys are competent. Let me tell you, the only reason as to why people would go for Museveni, people who have worked for Museveni as lawyers, it is because of the connection. It's not because of competence. The only reason Museveni would hire people like Kiryowa Kiwanuka and people like Edwin and K&K Advocates, it's because of loyalty, not because of competence. It's because of loyalty, not competence. For me, if someone tells me, hey, I was in Museveni's case for 2016, that's one reason as to why I shouldn't hire you. Because I know you're not a good lawyer. Because Museveni has the idea that why would I hire a judge when why would I hire a lawyer when I can buy a judge? So to him, it's that, why would I hire lawyers when I can literally appoint judges? So Owinidoro knows what to do. The likes of Kiryowa Kiwanuka are there just for show, and K&K Advocates. That is why you see that these people, they are only renowned, K&K Advocates is only renowned, not because of their prowess in terms of how they litigate cases and argue out cases in courts of law. No! They are renowned for their connection in State House, and that is why you see they are so much into commercial cases. Hamu versus DTB, they were in that case, and so many other cases. So, who is that real Attorney General? You tell me. What do you think? Kiryowa Kiwanuka or Edwin Karugire? Well, according to Museveni, he says children of veterans are the ones that are going to be appointed. He also said only the rich people are going to be appointed. Now, we all know that Karugire is now in line of becoming the next Attorney General, because Kiryowa Kiwanuka will not be able to accomplish anything. Now, what we see here is one thing, is that they are preparing the empire. Museveni is on the helm, is at the helm, whatever. The son, Muhoozi, and then Muhoozi, when he is ready, he will work with Karugire as the new Attorney General. That is how they are starting to dice out these positions, as Odrek Rabogo as the Vice President. Odrek Rabogo as the Vice President, which is really interesting. Now, Karugire has been very silent. He's not so much so in news, but Rabogo is seen all over the place. That Rabogo is the son-in-law, is the other son-in-law to Museveni. But Karugire is a silent banner that you won't see. And even when people are writing articles, they write about Kiryowa Kiwanuka, but they do not mention the president's son-in-law. They leave it out. Why? Why would you write a full article about the new Attorney General and you don't mention his partners in the law firm that he works? Interesting, isn't it? We should also ask ourselves that because some people are saying that Kiryowa uses those connections to, to do all sorts of things, shouting in boards and doing shouting marches and all that kind of stuff. Now, for me, when I read that Kiryowa Kiwanuka and Karugire are partners in the same advocate, I was like, this is really interesting. Now I know why Bobi Wine, the lawyers of Museveni, led by Hussein Kashirinji, whose father was also Ahmed Kashirinji, some gentleman who fought with Museveni and created mayhem, killed people and all that kind of stuff. And now they are reaping big in Museveni's government through getting, those cases and getting companies to hire them by either force or they leave. Now, they pleaded to Bobi Wine, please don't withdraw the case. We want to show Museveni that we have some sort of prowess in terms of arguing out cases in courts of law before the Chief Justice. Of which the Chief Justice, these people, the Karugires, are the ones that appoint the Chief Justice. They are the ones that sit back there and like, okay, who is coming in? Owinyi Doro. Owinyi Doro was part of Museveni's defense team in 2006, I think, who is also a cadre judge. Now, this is Bobi Wine's withdrawal of the case. Whenever he saw it, he was like, I'm just in this fracas as well as circus of cadres under Museveni fighting themselves. I'm out of here. So these cadres were there to say, oh, please, Bobi Wine, keep the case. We want to show Rania that we are also very, very good in arguing out cases. But really, let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, I know these people might not be targeting the same cases as Medad Segona does, or the other really, really good lawyers do, like the really good lawyers that we know of, right? But, I mean, I wouldn't, like, if you see Segona, when we saw Segona speaking during the court case, and I also saw Kiryowa Kiwanuka speaking, I also saw all these other guys coming out and saying, you would say that the thing was not authentic. For me, I think, by the way, do not get me wrong. If Kiryowa Kiwanuka is qualified for becoming an Attorney General, he should be hired. The same applies to Edwin Karugire. If he qualifies to becoming an Attorney General of Uganda, he should be hired. Right? But do you really think that Kiryowa Kiwanuka he was one of the best people? Oh, should we really think that Kiryowa Kiwanuka was hired because of Karugire? Of course he was hired because he is linked to Edwin Karugire, the President Museveni's son-in-law. It's not because of competence, because if you're looking for competent lawyers within the country, I don't think that Kiryowa Kiwanuka has reached that threshold without the influence of Museveni, or without the influence of the first family. So, while he celebrates that he has reached this milestone in his life, every Ugandan knows that this is not a decision that even I'm a Muganda, but I wouldn't back this up. Literally, I'm a Muganda. I come from the same tribe with this gentleman, Kiryowa Kiwanuka, but I would rather get a person from West, someone else, or someone from the North, and give him the position of the Attorney General of Uganda, rather than having this so-called yes man, Kiryowa Kiwanuka. as well as Edwin Karugire. So do you think that Edwin Karugire or Kiryowa Kiwanuka will say anything that he contravenes with Museveni as his legal advisor? Of course, whatever Museveni, it is Museveni that is going to be ordering this person on what to do, on the law, about the law. And then this guy would ask himself, why did I go to school for all these years to be told by a dictator on what to do? The question of whether these people can be hired within the circumstances we are in, I don't believe that it really holds, enough juice. Because look here. Now, the concept or the issue of conflict of interest, how would you handle that when you have to tackle your son-in-law? Or when you have to, because there's a lot of conflict of interest in all this sort of thing. And this is what we have been talking about all this time. So we congratulate Mr. Edwin Karugire for becoming the Attorney General. And commiserations to Mr. Kiryowa Kiwanuka for thinking that you are the Attorney General. But platforms like this will not let Ugandans to be taken for a ride when we really know what is really behind the curtains. As we have told the people, this cabinet is a shadow cabinet of the cabinet that is in waiting, or the cabinet that is already doing everything from the back in one way or the other. So, Mr. Edwin Karugire, you better come up front and take over so that we know, instead of hiding. For me, I tell people, look here, if you want to rule, if you want to take over, why don't you just come out than just playing hide and seek? You come and take over. Because there is no way, absolutely nowhere, that Edwin Karugire would choose Kiryowa Kiwanuka over the first family. There is no way. Like you can hear the name Kiryowa Kiwanuka. And Kiryowa Kiwanuka, you think that you are loved, or you think that you are one of the closest in Museveni's circles because you are friends with Edwin? You ask Katumba Amara. Ask the people he fought with. I can't wait for the day Kiryowa Kiwanuka is going to be thrown under the bus. And trust me, when that time comes, I'll grab my bucket of popcorn and sit back and watch the movie, because that would really, really be action-packed. Thank you very much for listening. If you enjoyed the episode, just subscribe to the channel, because I really, really love this cabinet. Not loving it as in loving it, but what I'm finding out in the cabinet and what it says about the entire Museveni deep state. All right, there we are. Have a blessed one. Enjoy the rest of your evening.